MotorStorm dumps the desert and moves to paradise, known only as the island has been abandoned probably due to the active volcano, which makes it perfect for some off-road racing mayhem. But does the move in locations justify a playthrough? Let's find out. MotorStorm Pacific Rift took everything the original did and improved upon that formula. Tracks are more diverse, there's more racer customization, and more vehicle type. The main racing mode in Pacific Rift is called the Festival. Within this festival, you now have 4 zones to choose from: Earth, Air, Fire, and Water. Each zone still works off the ticket method from the first MotorStorm. The more points you get in each race, it bumps up your score, unlocking more tickets to get those next tier races. They did add the speed races, which aren't nearly as bad as they are in the PSP version, and Eliminator, which if you are in last place and when the timer goes off, you go boom. Depending on the zone, there are areas that overheat your car, which makes boosting much more risky, and there are spots that cool down your vehicle, so you can start spamming that boost button that much sooner. MotorStorm already has a huge roster of vehicles to choose from, but now you have one more added to the list: monster trucks. Don't worry, all your favorite vehicles are still around from the first one. To quicken load times, vehicle editing is done in the garage before the races, and you don't have to load a 3D model unless you want to. While in the garage, you can select your driver, male or female, and customize them with some basic skin selections. You can check your trophy progress, gallery, and statistics. You can still select micro badges, but that was mostly for online use, and the multiplayer services were taken down quite some time ago. A new feature added as well is recreation, in which you can make your own races. I don't know how this was overlooked in MotorStorm 1. Another major improvement over the first MotorStorm is the added local multiplayer. It even has up to 4-player split screen. You can still work on those faster times and time attack, but the leaderboards are no longer accessible. The camera has been changed to flow with the racer instead of just being static, making the races feel a little bit more exciting. Besides the bikes and ATVs, vehicles get a boost bash that pushes your vehicle to the left or right. I tend to use this for evading trees and from falling off cliffs. It doesn't do much against other vehicles, but I'm probably using it wrong. It does get harder towards the end as it should, but it doesn't get to the levels of frustration that MotorStorm did. Overall, the racing in Pacific Rift is much more enjoyable. Here's a little tidbit for everyone. You can listen to your own soundtrack. Yep, all you need to do is hit the PlayStation button and pick your playlist. I never knew this until this review. So many years missed out on being able to listen to the Need for Speed 2 soundtrack. The good thing is that there is already a banging soundtrack. The rock and techno are back. There is a bit more variety this time around, but I did find myself turning off quite a few of the more extreme techno and death metal songs. The sound effects are spot on this time around as well. Each vehicle type sounds as it should, and you have your good old overheating warning signal back again. Pacific Rift is a definite improvement over the first MotorStorm. Each track has a lot more detail, which really shows on the jungle stages when you're driving through the foliage. There are moments as you drive past the waterfalls in the distance or just doing a street jump over a lava flow and you just want to stop and take it all in. Well, now you can, as there is a photo mode that lets you get that snapshot. Overall, it's pretty impressive how they improved the original MotorStorm, as that game still looks amazing. Lots of people tend to think Pacific Rift is the best MotorStorm, and I tend to agree. Each MotorStorm has their pros and cons, but if you can play only one, make sure it's MotorStorm Pacific Rift, as we get the most mileage out of this one. And that, for me, makes Pacific Rift a playthrough. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to see more content like this. I hope you find the games you're looking for. Stay safe, stay retro. Have a good one. Later.